Meet the dog saviors. For 5 days, residents living near Kloof Gorge heard frantic yelps of a dog. But it wasn't until the local gardener tracked down the source of the noise that the mystery was solved. And this is you actually in the picture with the dog, of this dog just yelping away. So for 5 days, the dog's down at the bottom of a gorge. What the heck?
So it actually a little bit more complicated than just at the bottom of a gorge.
That's always fun.
Yeah. So there's these two Jack Russells, and
two of them, not just one.
Yeah. No, it ended up being two. It ended up being two of them. So what apparently they were quite notorious for getting out, and they would get out of the yard and they would cruise around. They'd always come back, and they just didn't come back. And they had gone exploring into the nature reserve. And what had happened is there's an area along one of the paths that's full of sinkholes, and they had fallen through a sinkhole. Both dogs had gone through a sinkhole into a cavern, and the cavern was about 70 meters deep by about 200 or so meters long.
Wow!
But it was a staggered sort of drop in. So they had, we assume, they'd fallen in on the shallower side and gone down, but then couldn't come back up. So the shortfall was about 9 meters still. And the only way we could get into this cavern was the biggest sinkhole we could find to access was in about a 40-meter drop in. And yeah, so they sort of triangulated the noise of the dogs from across the valley and sort of figured out that they were coming from this corner, and in the corner was this big crevice, and a couple of guys, local rock climbers on the team. When we sat down and we were like, well, this is it. They were like, they're in there. They have to be in there. That's the only logical place. Let's just go and have a look. So we got all our gear, bit of a walk. We could hear them as well echoing around while we were walking. And we got over the top where the sinkholes were. And we're like, no, you can hear them in the sinkhole. So they're definitely in the sinkholes. Set up a system to go over drop down into the sinkhole. Dropped one person in there. Took a rope bag, actually. We unpacked a rope, took a rope bag, stuffed the dogs in the rope bag, closed it so they couldn't escape, and then hauled them back out through this hole that was maybe the size of a sewer manhole.
Oh wow, tight, small.
Yeah, no, small, and rocky. So I mean, it wasn't like a smooth column either. It was staggered, so it's sort of come out like that.
Like a little zigzag,
yeah,
little contortionist action.
Yeah, and that took us a good. That was sort of went into the darkness. We got there late afternoon, and I think got out there about 6 at night, and just starting to get dark. It took about an hour and a half, 2 hours to pull that one off.
Wow, dang!
Yeah.
Freaking dogs, love dogs.
Yeah,
freaking dogs. My wife is super happy right now that you went out of your way to save the 2 Jack Russells. Well done.
Yeah.
Well, then you had another one. This is another one. Puppy rescued in 8-hour operation. Oh my god!
Yeah. So that's probably that's probably one of about 5 or 6 that we've done. That's taken long like that. So it was quite common for dogs, especially puppies, to get into stormwater drains in South Africa. They
okay.
Third world country, stormwater crates are missing, open drain ends, things like that. And so we've done a couple. That one obviously made it into the newspaper. That was a puppy in a stormwater drain, and it took us 8 hours to get it out. That one was actually like
in the storm drain, stuck in the storm drain.
So the storm drain was full of debris, and that was actually the issue. Is this dog was inside the debris. The pipe wasn't big enough for any one person to go down, to try and get it back out was this challenge. And eventually what we did was we took a drain rod, like one of those drain clearing rods,
Okay.
put a really small line on it and a carabiner, and pushed it down until we got to the mess, whatever, the debris and everything, and just kept pushing until it got through that debris. It just kept adding rods until it came out another drain down the road. We then took as many rope bags as we could find, tied them together in a ball on a big line, pulled the big line back through there, and then just pulled this plug down the drain until it just collected everything. And we just pulled this plug, and we just pulled a plug of rubbish, dog, the whole lot out to another stormwater drain.
Oh my gosh.
So that was a how do we say that? That was an eco-friendly rescue. There's others where we've just taken a JCB and just dug the whole road up until we got to the stormwater drain, broke the pipe open.
Oh
and
my
then,
gosh.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
We dug up somebody's garden at 2 a.m., like literally like a swimming pool size, to get to open up a storm pipe to get a dog out.
Wow. Man, you guys go like way above and beyond. That's amazing.